We are again. Headline reads, Ochsner Health responds to Slut Me Out TikTok filmed by nurses in New Orleans hospital.
I beg your pardon?
Ochsner Health said it investigated and has responded to a social media post filmed inside one of its New Orleans area hospitals, which featured several employees acting out their version of a TikTok meme that included sexually suggestive acts with hospital equipment. Let's take a look at the video.
Rip on my shirt if you love me. Spit in my face when you fuck me. Play with my goose like suck. Eat the dick like you was ugly. Hold on. Wait, where your friend bring your buddy? I don't think that you enough. Her favorite thing to say is cuff me. Slut me out. Slut me out. Slut me out.
Don't say anything. But that shit there, I can't go for that. No can do that. Alright, bitch, you're going too far. No can do.
They even had a nursing student up in the mix. This says the video shows a female employee in the LSU nursing sweatshirt. They often do their clinical rotations there. She probably got bullied into doing it. I'm totally confused about this video. It doesn't even tie into the profession. And I think they were in an ICU. It doesn't even tie into the profession. At least the Ick Challenge was talking about the job. Slut me out? With your name tags on. Have you guys not been watching social media lately?
This new generation of nurses is crazy. Like, y'all have no shame. Like, this is another nurse trying to go viral by going live while doing her MedPass at work. This is unacceptable. These patients can sue y'all for HIPAA, for revealing their information, even if it's accidentally, for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. If they're not in the right state of mind, their family members can sue you guys. Your license is at risk. Please don't try to be viral, okay? It's not a joke. It's your license. It's your job. Please stop playing. Like, get off of life, okay? Do your med pass. You don't have to. As a matter of fact, you're not even supposed to be on your phones in the job anyway. Get off of life and just do your jobs. That's it. Like,
I'm Michelle, I'm 24, and in August, I got fired from my 6-figure tech job because I posted a TikTok video on the internet about how I forgot to put a cup underneath my Keurig, and so my coffee spilled all over my counter. But at the same time, I was actually sitting in a meeting at 4:30 in the morning, and I didn't realize when I uploaded the video to TikTok that in the background of my video, you could actually hear my work meeting going on. And I didn't find that out actually until 24 hours later when I got called into a meeting with HR, and they fired me for gross negligence.
There's a age group, the Gen Zs, they're making TikToks about their actual jobs without understanding what discrete information is, and they're getting fired.
Oh yeah. All right, I zoned her out. Oh yeah, no, you're an idiot. But I get it, Chad. You work at the Starbucks and the Chick-fil-A. You got that coworker that Shawty's targeting in the background. All right, cool, whatever. Once you get like that 9 to 5 behind the desk, bro, you can't do that. When your job's important, you can't do that. Please.
Amazon driver in Georgia has been fired after a video of him driving on a sidewalk was posted to TikTok. The video shows that driver steering his delivery van down a sidewalk in an Atlanta suburb. The user who recorded the video believes the driver was going 35 miles an hour. In a statement, Amazon called the off-road act, quote, reckless and unacceptable behavior.
Help me understand.
Another day, another viral video. But this time, it's not a random dance or lip sync. It's someone in uniform on the clock filming content and getting fired for it. And it's happening everywhere. Teachers, nurses, flight attendants, baristas, retail workers, coaches, bus drivers, from Gen Z to Gen X, no age group is exempt. The internet doesn't care how old you are. It only cares that you hit publish. What we're witnessing is a shift. Not just in technology, but in how people view work. Because for many employees, the line between job and identity doesn't really exist anymore. For some, social media is a creative outlet. For others, it's a second job or the main one.
Content creation is getting so big that there are some 9-to-5 jobs that won't allow you to work for their company if you are on social media or if you do content creation. I have a female associate from the city I'm from. Her video hit 30 mil on TikTok, and she got an email in, called in HR due to the fact that her video went so viral on social media. And they gave her 2 options. She could either A, take the video down, or B, resign. Basically saying they're about to let her go if she don't take the video off social media. Which is kind of crazy, because why do 9-to-5 jobs and corporations care about what you do on your off days or on your off time? You get 2 days out of the week to be off, and they're sitting here trying to monitor the shit you do on your off days. truth of the matter is they know that people are getting rich off of social media and the internet and off of making content to the point where if it keeps growing at this pace, pretty soon that these big corporations aren't going to have people wanting to work for them anymore, because people are going to start making more money online, and they honestly don't want to pay people for their time and what they're actually worth. So they're giving ultimatums. You can either not do content you can either do content creation or work a 9-to-5. A lot of these corporations are not going to allow you to double dip anymore.
I'm gonna be so honest and transparent with you. There was a time where people were quitting their jobs in order to pursue content creation full time. There was a time where that was actually feasible. Now, absolutely not. I would never tell somebody to quit their job and pursue content creation full time, especially on an app like TikTok. TikTok is so flighty, it's so fickle, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know if the app is gonna get banned, you never know if your video is gonna do well, you never know. Anything could come up and you are banking on something going viral, and then you get desperate, and then you start lying, and then you start creating stories, and then you start like stirring up beef and stuff like that. Around 2022, 2023, something like that, maybe even 2024, you could live okay. You could pay your essentials off of TikTok, you absolutely could. Now, I would never tell somebody to quit their job, ever. But also with all of this and like everybody believing that they can do it and everybody lying saying that there's room for everybody, there absolutely isn't. Then people turn into clout chasers, because if you give any and everybody attention, when they get that attention, there are some people who there are an overwhelming amount of people who, when they get that attention, they have absolutely nothing to do with it.
I just saw a lady video talking about how big law workers shouldn't be influencers, don't risk your credibility for influence and whatever. And then somebody in the comments was like, add educators and therapists to the mix. And I must say, that is one thing that keeps me from not going to get a job, because if I go get a job, which I have done, means I cannot be on social media in any capacity the way I want to be. It's like a job does not pay me enough to lose my entire personality and my creativity behind it. It's like the things you love or the things you want to talk about that might excite you, you have to closet that shit. And then seeing jobs fire you just for having a social media presence, you don't even have to be talking about the damn job and they be ready to fire you. Like, I don't like that. Because it's like, how you gonna tell me not to be myself to other people, to the world, and tell me how to show up, when 9 times out of 10, being me is gonna pay me way more money than that job will ever.
But when you're posting on company time, in uniform, or from a place of employment, that content is no longer just yours. It reflects where you work, and employers are noticing. In the comments of my last video, a common theme came up. Viewers frustrated that professionalism seems to be taking a back seat, that workers in critical roles like healthcare, education, and transportation are prioritizing social presence over presence on the job. And they're not wrong to ask, why are so many people choosing to perform rather than just perform their duties? To Career Builder, 1 in 5 employers have fired someone over social media behavior, not just for what they post during work hours, but also for what they say and do off the clock. Because once it goes viral, it becomes public. And once it's public, it becomes a company problem.
This teacher was fired from his job for swearing on Twitch stream.
Got fired today from my teaching job. So at the end of the day, I got called into the office and the principal, you go up to your dad and you're like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, like, it was inevitably going to happen, but like you don't want that reflecting poorly on him, and then like you just want your parents to be proud of you, right? So like it's one of those, God, bro, they tell you that life is gonna be hard, but like, God, it's so hard. There's a certain amount of professionalism and respect that kind of goes into that, and although I hold that within the confines of that school and that building, I never let like any unprofessionalism kind of into my my teaching.
The teacher now will be streaming full-time.
On the flip side, many younger workers are choosing freelance work just to avoid these conflicts. They want the freedom to be themselves online without risking their paycheck. They don't want to be policed for expressing personality, and many of them are walking away from traditional jobs entirely to build personal brands.
People have been asking me why I quit nursing to go into social media, and I'll tell you why. So I became a nurse in 2016 and I did it for about 6 years, and honestly I was probably miserable most of that time. I was a travel nurse for a few years and I tried different specialties, but honestly I just don't like the way nurses are treated. I feel like they take advantage of nurses, especially because it's a female-dominated industry. They don't pay fairly, you're overworked. I could go on and on and on. I was unhappy with my career, and it was honestly like making me very anxious and depressed. And so I decided like I'm gonna stop complaining about it and change. So I created this TikTok account, and through the help of all you guys, I was actually able to get a job in the social media space, leveraging my TikTok and my experiences here. I also went back to school and got my MBA, and I leveraged that, and it truly helped me understand like marketing and the business aspect of social media. And now I work for a Black-owned beauty company, running all their social media channels and really all digital content. And I get to be creative every day. I truly love my job. And so I basically am making this video to tell you that you're never stuck. Like, if you don't like your career or you're unhappy where you are, we live in 2022. You can learn a new skill. Just get on YouTube, take the time to learn, and truly go after what you're passionate about, because we don't live twice. And if you're scared to take the leap, someone told me that you can't steer a parked car, and it's really true. Like, you just have to start, and you learn as you go, and you get better and you grow. And that's like the beauty in the journey.
But there's a cost. Firing one employee cost an employer nearly $5,000. Now multiply that by turnover, add in the brand damage from a viral video. The math gets real fast. What we're seeing isn't just a discipline issue, it's a disconnect, a clash between workplace expectations and individual expression. And whether you think it's cancel culture or accountability, the truth is simple. The line between personal and professional is almost gone, and what you post, even after hours, can still affect your 9 to 5. So, what's the solution? Should companies update their policies? Should employees log off and focus up? Or is this just the reality of a digital-first world? Let me know what you think. This is TikTok Got Them Fired.
Oh, this video right here? Just asking, why do old people do this? That video got me fired, like the fuck. Okay, so let me tell y'all. So first of all, I posted this video on April 13th. But y'all know I'm a flex officer, so I work at different sites. And I haven't worked at the site with him ever since April 13th. I ended up picking up a shift over there at that location. So I get to work, and he wasn't there at first because I got there at 11, and most officers come in at 2. So he came in at 2, and we seen each other. We made eye contact, and mind you, I'm already expecting him to say something to me about the video, because the video done went up. Like, I'm knowing he seen it. Then y'all was people in the comments saying, why you post my granddad, all this shit. So in my mind, I'm thinking his grandkid showed him. So y'all, we seen each other. He ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, shit, okay, cool. So I'm in the parking garage, minding my business. I get a call from my supervisor, and she was like, oh, we just got a complaint that you were harassing so and so and so. And so I'm just like, huh? Because mind you, the video was 2 months ago. So I'm like, I'm telling her, yeah, I did post the video. His face wasn't in there. And she was like, so how is it resurfacing today? So I'm like, I don't know, because I've been deleted it. Y'all, mind you, I'm lying. The video pinned on my page. So here I go, going on my page real fast, delete the video, clip a little parts of it out so I can send it to her. So y'all, I ended up having a meeting, and I wrote my statement. They tried to say I was harassing the man. I'm like, my intentions for the video wasn't harassing him. Like, he was just used as an example as to what I was asking. My platform, like the fuck. So yeah, I had a meeting. Y'all know them other people, honey. They be doing some of that attitude so nasty. I was trying to interrupt you. So yeah, y'all know. I wrote my statement, and they were like, they're gonna get back to me unsuspended. Mind you, the day that she even called me while I was at work, I told her, if I'm terminated, tell me now, because don't let me finish this shift, and you know I'm finna be fired. Okay, boom, still finish the shift. So fast forward to after my meeting with HR. Now HR talking about they gotta go talk to somebody else. So what's really going on? Like, this is Divya, some with Securitized. We review and we decided to terminate you. So I'm like, shit, okay, cool, have a good day. Then she gonna send me my separation letter, talking about bring the uniform back. Bitch, I'm not bringing shit back. The fuck?
Hang it up.
You know, I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post. Anywhere from teachers, nurses, customer service reps, delivery drivers, you name it. And as soon as I see these videos, as soon as I see them, I can spot the ones that are going to result in a firing or termination. It's so obvious. And some of them don't even have like their job's name or their badge. It's just the content itself and the way that it's represented. If they're talking about work or anything to do with work whatsoever, a coworker, you can tell that person's going to get fired, and there's going to be a follow-up video. Well, y'all got fired. If you need your job, now if you don't need your job, you can just keep on scrolling. This video is not for you. But if your job is your livelihood, it's paying your bills, it's keeping you afloat, and you need the job in this economy and the way that people are not hiring right now, I would just say keep posting. I encourage you to keep posting, but keep work out of it. Keep work out of it. Don't ever put your livelihood in the hands of a post or a like or a view or a follower. Okay? Because at the end of the day, those people are not going to come and pay your rent next month. So keep that intact. Keep posting. That's your little side gig, but no, gotta use some judgment.
Okay. That part.